Okay, so the next question that we have on the menu today is asking us, are rational and irrational numbers considered real numbers? Okay, so let's actually think about what a real number is. You often see them represented with this like fancy R with two, um, I don't know, left vertical parts of the R. That typically represents real numbers. So here are some key things about real numbers. As long as a number is on the number line, it is real. Okay, and a thing that we will disqualify us from being a real numbers is no infinities, no plus minus infinity. That is not a real number, because where does infinity lie on a numbered line? Infinity is kind of like a concept. It's not really a number, so that's what I mean by that. So there's no infinity and no imaginary numbers. If you're not familiar with imaginary numbers, don't worry too much about it. It's just, if you don't know what they are, you'll be shocked when you see them, and you'll be fairly clear that they're not real numbers. So, yeah, no imaginary numbers. So, rational numbers, do rational numbers count as real numbers? Rational numbers these are numbers that can be expressed with, or can be expressed as, ratio between two integers. What do we mean by the ratio between two integers? That means that a rational number can be represented as a divided by b, provided that a and b are integers. And integers means non-decimal numbers. So like 1, 3, 5, negative 20. They're allowed to be negative. They're allowed to be 0 as well. A b can't be 0 though. So any number without a decimal. So plus and minus numbers without decimals. So an example of this would be like negative 1 over 3 is negative 0.333 to the infinite. This is a rational number. And you can do this with any type of rational number, and you will definitely be able to locate it on a number line. So by that definition, rational numbers are real. Awesome. Okay, so what about irrational numbers? These are numbers that cannot be represented as an integer ratio. So some examples of irrational numbers. Examples, not examples. We have pi is a irrational number, because pi, as much as you try, you will never find two numbers or one number divided by another number that gives you pi. Like, I know there's numbers that are very, very close, like 22 divided by 7, but that's not quite there yet. So it's irrational, and there are pretty in-depth mathematical proofs that show you exactly why You can never have two integers multiplied together or divided by each other to get pi or any of these other irrational numbers. So another thing is Euler's number, E. Another thing is root 2, negative root 3, all examples of irrational numbers, but they all have a numerical number associated with them, right? So like pi is going to be like 3.14159, on and on and on. E corresponds to 2.718, on and on and on. Root 2 is like a 1.4, on and on and on. This root 3 is like 1.73, on and on and on. These all have like real numbers that are corresponding to them. So irrational numbers are always real. Okay, so real numbers does include irrational numbers and it includes rational numbers. So to answer the question, are rational and irrational numbers considered real numbers? The answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. And here we have kind of a detailed explanation, but and that's awesome. That's awesome. So let's let them know. The above solution is good. High five. Great work. Oh man, seems like that was our last question of the day. Time flies when you're having fun, as the old saying goes. So those are all the questions that we have today. If you enjoyed today's Q&A and would like to be notified of when we do this next, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell below. If you are interested in submitting your own questions, we have links in the description where you can find some help with that, or if you're trying to get help with your homework or some tutoring, check out the links in the description. And remember to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed today's video, and if you really enjoyed today's video, share it with your friends. This has been Millen from OneClass. Today was a great time with the mathematic magic, and I can't wait to see you again. And take care, stay safe, and have fun with the mathematics.